All right, people, welcome to yet another episode. In this episode, we want to talk about, try to answer a question, and the question is, can a womanizer truly change? Can a womanizer truly change? In other words, can a womanizer change 100% and never really go back to the womanizing behavior? What I want to say is that before we even talk about this, let's talk about who a womanizer is. And we know that womanizers are people, a guy or a man who has multiple sexual relationships or intimate relationships with different women with no intention to commit into any of them. So with this understanding of who a womanizer is, the question is, can they truly change? What I want to say about this question is this, that hey, womanizing is a behavior, and that people do it because they get addicted to the behavior. It's an addiction. It's an addictive behavior. So if you do it to the point of addiction, very addicted, it's very difficult for a womanizer to change. Of course, some womanizers can change. I think about 1% of them can change 100% and never go back to the womanizing behavior. 99%, I'm not sure, can change 100%. They can change to some extent, but hey, whenever they meet that beautiful girl, the next beautiful girl, the next girl that attracts them, they want to go on and do the womanizing behavior, even if they are in a relationship with another person. So it's quite difficult for them to change, because changing an addiction or an addictive behavior is not easy at all. And womanizers struggle with this. If you are in a relationship with them, if you are married to them, once upon a time they see the attractive girl, they go back to it. Sometimes it's not even intentional, it's just the point of addiction. And then it also depends to what extent they were addicted. If the person did it for just a while and stopped womanizing, then maybe they are more likely to be able to stop it entirely without really going back. But for those who have done it for years, for so long, and got so addicted to that behavior of womanizing, it's going to be really difficult for them to say that I've changed and I'll never go back to it. So it's difficult. They can change, of course, but very difficult for them to change 100%, to change entirely and never go back to it. No matter the amount of preaching you give them, no matter the amount of whatever they are told, advice or whatever. But hey, they do go back once upon a time, to womanize a bit. And just a few can really change 100%. So if you decide to be in a relationship with a womanizer, or you decide to be in a relationship or marriage with a womanizer, you have to expect that there will be a day, there will be one day or two that they will see someone attracted, and the behavior will come up again that, hey, let me womanize. So you marry them or you are in a relationship with them, you have to expect that one day they womanize, if not entirely, just a little bit. So you date or marry them at your own peril. Of course, those who change entirely, of course, you have no issues with that one. But for those who change a bit and go back every now and then, very difficult to be in a relationship with them. I'll see you in the next episode. Subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.